Real Housewives of Atlanta either. What's up, everybody? It's me, Erica, and we are down here, girl. Down here to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. I watched it once. I took as much notes as I can take. Overall, the episode, I give it a 3. Let me tell you one thing. I'm not doing Porsha's family values on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I'm not. I said it last night. This scene with her and Dennis, I'm over. I'm girl. Haven't y'all seen this before? Didn't y'all do Porsha family values? Wasn't this the same shit? Porsha trying to dictate what Dennis does on her quote unquote platform? Fuck that. Girl, this is our platform. You can't tell me who I can film with, period. I don't care. I don't care. It just so happens Drew is your cast member. She's promoting a record. She's doing a record. She want to work with me while she's filming, while the cameras are up. You don't have no control over that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you don't. Are they in a relationship like Tanisha and or Quad and Gregory? Was that how the relationship was? This is a different story. If you filming with somebody, I have a bad relationship, y'all in a good place. You want to make it seem like, well, if we are in a bad space, now he can get on my platform and say, well, you should have picked it. I mean, look at what Simon is doing. He's not even on your platform, and yet and still he's using your platform to drag you through the mud. I'm not here for it. I'm not going to be here for it. Um, they start off where they left off at Shamia's house. Shamina, girl, Shamina. Did you hear Angela call Shamina? Because you mean. Angel on earth. This is Drew talking about Dennis. Dennis is her angel on earth. Porsha said, y'all got to stop lying to each other about me. Both of them in the episode refer to Dennis as a brother. I just, girl, stop. Porsha referred to Dennis as a brother to Kenya, and Drew referred to Dennis as a brother. He said to record this song for me and Porsha. Porsha was just smiling. She said he cried, and then she said, oh, y'all cried together. She says, I wouldn't be dealing with your BD. Porsha says, let's set Dennis to a side. Let's set Dennis to a side. You are low down. You a low down. She was trying to keep her teeth from sliding out of her face. You a low down individual. You've done some low down shit. You fucking with the wrong one. So Porsha has 2 fake issues with Drew. One, she's working with Dennis, and 2, she set up a photo shoot for Go Naked Hair. Neither argument makes sense. I can see by saying don't set up a photo shoot for Go Naked Hair without telling me when you are in an influence for a particular brand, you do have pre-approved ways to make content for that particular item. They tell you, what you can say, how long the ad or how long the post should be. They tell you what hashtags to use. They tell you what to stay away from. They tell you not to use their logos or posting without like their permission, stuff like that. Do not promote without blah blah blah. They have all kind of rules. So her being upset because she might want to film with Dennis, boop, get out of here. You being upset because of the Go Naked, that would have been more believable than her filming with Dennis. So I'm going to tell you guys this now. There's no rules of engagement when it comes to Porsha and boundaries she has set for anybody else around her. Until Porsha can show me that she can abide by the rules that she sets forth for everybody else, then I can jump on board with her setting boundaries. But you don't have any boundaries. You're a reckless, big mouth, big tooth bitch running around Atlanta, still trying to figure it out, still don't know how to act, still don't know what to do. So until you start showing us that you know how to move, you don't have any rules. You can't have any rules for anybody else until you abide by the rules for yourself. So I don't care how Drew moves. I don't think you're not going to get me to get down here and be like, well, Drew is wrong. She should have called. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. All right. So set Dennis to a side. You're a low down, dirty individual. She asked, could she break the 4th wall? She says, you're going behind my back asking Dennis to film. He showed me the text. The producer said, are you upset with Drew because this is a friend that you care about? And she says, no, it's not that deep. So as a quote friend, it's not that deep for her to tell her that she is filming with Dennis. It's not that deep. I don't care about her that much. She's not a friend that deep that I would care that he's filming with her. Her reasoning doesn't make sense because her only objective is to control everybody around her. And based off of the reviews that I watched from Porsha's family values, Porsha was moving the same exact way, trying to control a narrative around her. That's why she wants to film in the house that is not hers, because everybody's house is beautiful and she doesn't want to go back to her starter home. That's why she's running around in a Rolls Royce that was gifted. It's not like, I don't understand how you're 42 years old and you still allowed a man to gift you a car instead of giving the car in your name. Would you be able to afford it? Would Porsha be able to afford that home without a second income of another person? No, she wouldn't. So her effectively running around in a rented Rolls Royce in a rented home, it's giving fake, it's giving inauthentic, it's giving affirming what Nene and Carlos were talking about the other day. The girls are not showing their real life. Nobody's standing up in their shit. Just like Porsha should have told Kelli when she asked her, did you walk out of that lady's home with her husband? Well, didn't you just divorce your husband? I might jump in his DMs. Is he rich? Do we got some money? That's how you stand in your shit and nobody can flame you with nothing. Stand in your shit. Stand in your shit. That's the only way that that's the only way I'm gonna have any kind of respect for Porsha, is to stand in her. Anytime somebody brings up what you did with Simon, stand in it. You did what you did. You know what you did was socially unacceptable. I don't give a damn if there was no crossover or not, bitch. You broke bread in my house. You came in my home and broke bread with me, bitch. What you did was out of order. So until you start moving in a way that you have some boundaries around you, you can't ask anybody else to have boundaries. Nobody else. Okay. She says, I don't care about what you have going on with Dennis. You are going to do a go naked photo shoot. You're an influencer. Kenya is confused. Everybody's like, is this about Dennis or is this about the photo shoot? Kenya was like, I think it's about Dennis. Is it about the photo shoot? It's not even, she doesn't care, but she wants to know. She doesn't care if they're sneaking around, but I want to know if you're filming with my baby daddy, girl. She wants to be mad, so let's go. She told Drew, don't say nothing else to me. They go outside. They jump into Shamea's pool. I don't understand the significance of it. I didn't understand. Maybe she explained it and I missed it, but I didn't get it. Charles Oakley played for the Knicks and the Bulls. They have a blended family, and we meet Angela's other people in her family. Charles is in the kitchen cooking. Charles Oakley is a no nonsense. He has a lot of mouth. He gets ejected from games when he's just a spectator. That's how much mouth he has. Okay. He just got recently ejected, or I think did he get banned? I know he got ejected from a game about a year and a half ago. He was just ejected for he was he was a spectator sitting in the audience cussing the people out, and they told his ass to get your ass out of here. Charles Oakley does not bite his tongue. That's why I was like, I think he's a little bit of a live wire that you got to be careful with him in cameras, because he'll just say whatever the fuck, and he doesn't care. I don't know how old he is. Hey Siri, how old is Charles Oakley? Charles Oakley is 61 years old. So he's, a grouchy old man. He's at the age where he's gonna say, he's past the threshold, so he's gonna say whatever the hell he wants to say, and that's what it is. Some people might find that personality trait endearing. Like I said, you just got to be careful with him. They met at a party. They exchanged numbers. Didn't hear from him for another 10 years until they became neighbors. Angela shares that she's a self-made millionaire. She's in real estate. All right, Kenya and Porsha go out to eat,
but we don't care.
That's where we got the pictures from. Remember where Kenya had on that yellow She looked really nice. They both pulled up in their Rolls Royce. I love that they said Kenya's was purchased. Nobody can take Kenya's car away from her. And as much as, I don't know. I don't know about this scene. I don't know. 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 Porsha and Kenya go out to eat. Kenya wants to know what's going on between Dennis and Drew. She says that her and Dennis are like brother and sister now. Kenya mentions her Rolls Royce, and she said she thought her husband took it away. She said Simon's been married 5 times. They kept getting stopped at the airport. Porsha said one of the cameras at her house after she moved out, after she filed for divorce, Simon was on camera with women in the house. She thought from reading her book, did he really read it, girl? Or did he just turn to the middle and look at the pictures? Girl, Porsha said when he read her book, he understand the trauma that she dealt from. Maybe you need to read your book again so you can understand yourself and understand why you keep getting married for a check.
You don't have them now? He put your ass out. Next time, don't get married for a check.
And then that at the end where she like that thing at the end with Dennis, it just reminded me of the television show that she had. And listening to the reviews and knowing that Porsha was running around trying to control narratives, I can't. I'm sorry, I can't get with it. I'm not gonna do that with Porsha. I'm not. This shit is dumb. How long like how long do you how long are you playing dumb? That's why I don't understand like how y'all be going up for that. Like, girl, she's dumb. I'm sorry. And then not only is she dumb, but if she's playing dumb, that's you makes you even more dumb. If you're playing dumb, girl, that's dumb. Yeah, no. From reading her book, he understands the trauma from men, and she felt like I had a man who was honest with me.
Was it? Because her man was a...
You got him in a dishonest way, and you didn't do a background check on him. You knew that Sheree knew him. You knew that Quad knew him. You knew that all these people knew him. And everybody was saying how he was such a great person. Remember, Quad was down to watch what's at. I know the people. It's not about the time. It's about the people. And these are great people. Are they? You would call Porsha a great person? I bet you if she moved in after you and scooped up King, you wouldn't think she was a great person. After she came into your house, dipped her foot in your pool, and left with your fucking liquor and her man, girl, no ma'am, you wouldn't like it. You wouldn't like it. Kelli started her chicken and waffles business in 2016. She doesn't have a culinary background. She said she had a second location in Conyers, and her husband sold her ex-husband, soon to be ex-husband, sold the location, and it put her stress on her financially. Her project manager tells her that they're in jeopardy because of opening on time, because they don't really have the space that she's looking at. They don't really have it built out the way that they need to have it built out in order to end on time. Her goal is to build generational wealth. Her ex-husband won't pay child support unless he's court ordered, and she basically says she can't afford to drop the ball. And that's it. Y'all over, like, again, it's a risk that you take. Her husband, the divorce, he's not paying anything unless he's court ordered. He sells the business, steals 500, almost $500,000 from her. But for a while, you got to say you was I got me a man, I got me a man. You over there, you don't have a ring and all this other stuff. And the niggas don't be worth shit. That's why I wish that I could just market to women. Here, you want a ring? You want a wedding ring? Here, I got rings for y'all. Y'all want wedding rings? Buy yourself a wedding ring, because y'all end up buying your rings yourself anyway. Pick out a ring, buy your wedding ring. Let's go pick out a dress. Let's have a party. Let's get a DJ. Let's get a catering. Let's get a menu together. Let's get a playlist together. Let's get some dresses together. Let's get some colors together. Let's get a cake. You want a cake? Let's get a cake together. You don't like cake? What kind of cake? Girl, and have a party. Period. Wedding planners. I'm not sure why wedding planners aren't marketing self-love parties. Y'all want to have a self-love party. You don't want to get married, but you want to have a celebration. You want to honor yourself, honor your friends, whatever the hell you want to do. Do it. Give yourself, do it for your birthday. Give yourself the wedding of your dreams. Like, I don't know why y'all be waiting for men to give you the wedding of your dreams that you end up paying for yourself any fucking way. And then when you get into the marriage, the nigga starts acting stupid. And then when you get a divorce, now you got to pay him some motherfucking child support and alimony. Did you hear what Drew said about Ralph? With that, those kind of smug niggas, like I can see, like, let me tell you something. I would be on Snap. I'm not going to even hold you. I would be on Snap. The way carbon monoxide would be going down into that basement, girl. What? He's not awake? Oh, I don't know, girl. I don't know what to tell you. Call the people. I'm calling 911 because you going to jail, bitch. Jail, hospital, grave, wherever you figure out you need to go. Brittany, Edie, and Kelli go over to Brittany's house. Kelli goes over to Brittany's house. Brittany is standing like this. I think she's doing like this. And all I saw was Mia Thornton. She was doing her hands like this or like this. It was the way she had her hands. And I was like, look at Mia Thornton. It was something the way she was moving. I was like, that's totally, when Mia said she wanted to go to Atlanta, that's exactly, if y'all want to figure out, y'all haven't watched Atlanta yet, and you want to figure out like what's happening, it's a bunch of Mia Thorntons. With the exception of Kenya and Cynthia. It's a bunch of Mia Thorntons, right? A bunch of them. That's what's happening. Porsha, Shamia. Shamia's teetering. She's teetering. Shamia really lucked up. Shout out to Rox. Rox said that, she said this a long time ago, that Shamia's husband looks like Issa Rae. Go look at his face. He does. Go look at his face. Not Mia. What's the girl's name? Britt Edie. What'd she say?
What she say? She's an insurance agent. Let me tell y'all what y'all need to do. Go look up her insurance company, and we could see how fake her business is, honey.
Go read the reviews of Britt Edie's insurance business. Go read the reviews. Since we down there reading Gregory's reviews, go read Britt Edie's reviews on her insurance business that she has. Fucking lying bitch. And that's another thing. I really, really wonder if Bravo finds out these people are liars and see if they have enough pussy to come on television. Like, do y'all see this? I know they have to do a background check. I know they do background checks on these people, and they're like, look at this. She got an insurance. She says she's an insurance agent, but look at this. Look at her insurance business. Look at it. They looking at it. Everybody's standing over each other's shoulder, looking at the computer. What does she do? Look at these reviews. She don't really have. She's scamming people. So she's getting money for these courses that these people take. And then she's supposed to send them a digital file of the courses and doesn't send the courses, but the people already paid. Oh, okay. Tell her to come. Go call her up and see if she wants to be a cast member on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Look at this. She doesn't. The people are complaining that she doesn't give the money back. They call for refunds and she's not giving. So she basically she's taking money, not giving anything in return. And when they're calling for a refund, she's not giving them the refund. Call her back and get her on the show. And then you want to come for the queen. So you bringing more attention to you. Bring all the attention to Britt Edie, cam girl in men's magazines when she was underage, but somehow you got, I gotta go tell my mom I was sucking dick. Your mama knew you was sucking dick, girl. If you was in men's magazines at underage, you was a minor in men's magazines, was sucking dick. Girl, your mama knew you was sucking dick. She might be like Diane. She looked like she enjoyed the fruits of somebody's labor. They went to Las Vegas. She told them we're not going to have sex. They're going to have a good time. They had a good time, and she said she thought he might be the one. She said she wants to have a baby this year. The man said allegedly. When I tell you that man looks like he is like he remember I was talking about he looks like he's a do boy. He looks like he works for somebody. He looks like he works for like a little fat evil person and that he like a I don't know like an old stick up kid. I think it's cuz his mouth is like this. Like he looks like he's scowling all the time. Like you do stuff you a do boy. That's what it looks like. Y'all was thinking he was a friend of Dorothy and had little bunny slippers on. I'm saying that I thought he was a little shyster. He looks like a little puny little shyster, little creep shyster. That's what he looks like to me. It's probably because he I don't know if he had a stroke or something, but he got a little scowl on his face all the time. Britt's mom is there. They want to do IVF because she wants a daughter. Shout out to all the people doing IVF. I don't see how y'all be doing it. I don't get it. Girl. Shout out to all the girls doing IVF. Do it for yourself. There's a percentage of children that grow up in the world today that will only be raised by one parent in their lifetime. I think it's more than half of the children born today will be raised in their lifetime with just one parent. Shamia, she goes to see Shadina. Shadina is her surrogate. She was also Candy's surrogate. They met through each other. Her and Dr. Jackie have a fertility surrogate mom registry or something like that. She had to give birth to Shamia's daughter at 32 weeks because she was diagnosed with breast cancer. Looked like she may have had a double mastectomy because she was like making comments about her breast. She says they both said they felt responsible for what happened. She felt responsible for the baby, having complications. And then Shamia felt responsible because she's asking this woman to help her bring a baby into the fold. Shamia went through 7 rounds of IVF. She had an ectopic pregnancy. She has 2 boys and 2 girls. I don't know if they're embryos. Does she have embryos? I think probably embryos. But she said she just wants a healthy child. So they're going to try again. She's going to try again with another surrogate. And Shadina says that she may know somebody who might fit with them. Britt and Kelli are talking, and they said they're going to have a ceremony for her wedding because they got married on Zoom during the panorama. Isn't that the time that whatchamacallit met? They did their vows on Zoom. She said being a wife was way more important. Yep, that's the thing. You want to be a wife. You don't even think of the business side of the thing. That's why romance is the scam that it is, because it allows you to rush and run towards something that you should actually be running away from. It clouds your judgment. It allows you to make irresponsible decisions and life-changing decisions, because being a wife is more important. So what was going on? So they were talking about if she has a ceremony, how she's not going to be 3 hours late like Porsha was to Shamia's party. She was like, "Girl, I didn't understand what was going on." She was going in on Drew. She said, I was just asking the question everybody wants to know. She was like, "And what about Kenya? Kenya with her shade." Honestly, I think it's a classic. I want to have issues with Kenya, and it was really no issue. If you go back and look at the scene, it truly wasn't anything to make into like, I'm gonna have this issue with Kenya. And as you can see, Kenya went to the archives and pulled out a picture of you sucking dick on the internet. So You probably realize like maybe I shouldn't have gone. Maybe I should have picked someone easy like Drew. Maybe you should have been fighting with Drew or Porsha and not Kenya. Maybe Cynthia. Maybe you should have picked Cynthia. You probably wouldn't have got much from Cynthia either. But you picked a champion. You picked a champion. And when I tell you that bitch went into the archives and pulled out a picture of you sucking cock down to the internet, and now everybody's so shocked and confused. But we see the setup, and we see how a person will create something in their mind to have an issue, just to have an issue with you, because you don't know how to relate to me any other way. So in order for you to relate to me, instead of trying to be my friend, you want to be my enemy. You got to be careful on who you choose as an enemy, because that motherfucker might like to be the enemy. That motherfucker might like to be a villain in your story. They might love it. So be mindful when you're around here creating shit in your head. I want to have an issue with so-and-so, and I'm going to go after so-and-so for no reason. You're amongst these women, and she asks you, oh, are you engaged? No, I'm married. Bitch, I don't know you. I just met you. They don't give us a file on you hoes. And if we did, we probably would have saw that dick sucking picture. Girl, I don't know nothing about you. Are you married? Because you just have on an engagement ring. No, I'm married. This is my other ring. Okay, so are you married again? Did you get married again? No, I only have one husband. Nobody's asking you if you had two husbands. We asked you, did you get married again? Because why do you have on a ring and you don't have on your wedding band? Because you just a bitch who wants to be a wife and have on. I bet you girl, I wonder if Simon helped her get that ring, girl. It's a lot of scamming going on. But hey, it's Scamlanta, honey. Girl, all right, let's see. Kenya needs to be worried about her divorce. For her husband, Kelli lets us know her husband was cheating on her. He took $500,000 of the company's money. The accountant called her. She filed a lawsuit. Did you see that damn dog? Was that Britt Edie's dog? That dog looked crazy as hell. That dog got earrings, nose rings. It looked like a little punk rocker dog. It's so cute. It was so cute. Pink hair, spiky hair. That dog was too cute for me. She said her and her husband, they got into physical altercations. She said she used to sleep in the closet. She called it, and I quote, a house of hell. She says, being a mother, I don't get any breaks at all. And what's crazy is you think adding a man to the mix, you're going to get some breaks. And that's the frustrating part. Y'all walk into this thing thinking you're going to, hopefully you have a person who is hands-on and who doesn't operate in a gender role kind of like environment or headspace. But then you get married and you have these men who don't participate in the marriage. But then you're throwing your marriage in everybody's face, and you actually have what they say in the comments, an NPC at home. It's like, nigga, wake up. Are you here? What the fuck? So you think you're going to be doing help, but you're really doing everything anyway, right? The mom, the manager, the mule, the mattress, the maid, the meteorologist, the maitre d'. What else? What else? A mechanic? What else are you doing? The medic? What else are you doing? You fixing everything. You doing everything. You the manager. You doing everything. But then you tell the world and you throw in women's faces, my husband, and at least I got a man. And aren't you going through a divorce, girl? And you was married and you had a motherfucker stealing from you $500,000 worth. So you be quiet. You hush. You hush. Okay. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, Drew and Angela are out working out. Drew says, they've known each other for 3 years. Why are you working with Dennis? You've worked with so many legends. Oh, Shamia shows up. You worked with so many legends. That she comes later. She says, we just have a business relationship. I feel like I was attacked aggressively by Porsha. Dennis was actually advocating for my relationship with Ralph. Ralph and the divorce is a lot. I'm just doing what I can to keep the kids above water. He wants alimony. He wants a percentage of my business. He wants child support. So I don't have time for Porsha and Dennis's baggage. That Ralph, I'm telling you, that his head is shaped like a pomegranate. Yes, little shaped head, look like it like an onion. His head looked like it goes up at the top right here. It's something about and what the crazy part, them y'all be like, oh, these niggas look nice, they nice looking. When I tell you they faces look like they saw The Ring, they saw what's her name, Samira, what's the girl's name from The Ring, and when you see her, how your face look twisted up. When these niggas be doing y'all wrong, that's how they faces look to me, twisted up. There's nothing attractive about Ralph, Ninja Turtle looking motherfucker. I tell you, it'd be some type of toxic something seeping down into that basement. I tell you that motherfucking much. You want some alimony? Let me get your life insurance policy in order, nickel, first, and then we could talk about alimony and percentage of my business and child support. Girl, I hate it. I hate that's your man though. You was the same bitch that was telling Sanya, if your husband wants a baby, I mean that's what you're here for, aren't you? If your husband wants a baby, give him a baby. If he wants a baby. Remember when she's on that patriarchy pick me shit? Girl, Drew, that's your man though. Keep my husband out of it. She said she has close to 30 records done with Dennis. Dennis talked to Ralph and Porsha. Angela was shocked that she asked for Porsha if Drew was working with Dennis. She was like, no, I didn't ask for her. I asked for myself. They call Shamia a lap dog. We back at that. You a lap dog. Porsha and Dennis go on a play date. Okay, with the scene with Drew and Shamia and Angela and Shamia, she was going to Shamia and holding her accountable. Like, you were really asking that question for Porsha. You're doing Porsha's work. I was surprised that you even asked her that. Like, why would you ask her that? You really asked for Porsha, didn't you? She was like, no, I was asking for myself. Yeah, girl, no, you was asking for Porsha. You was asking for Porsha. Porsha and Dennis go out on a play date with PJ, and she's telling him that she doesn't want him to film with Drew. And he said he would never touch Drew. He also says that he went to Ralph and asked, I guess for the blessing. She says, and I didn't like this. This is what pick-me's do. Ooh, when I tell you what Porsha did, that's what pick-me's do. That's why when I was watching that, I was like, I'm not getting wrapped up into this pick-me shit. Drew was describing Dennis as her angel on earth. He saved me. I didn't know what I was going to do with my music and blah, blah, blah. She takes it to Dennis and tells Dennis that what Drew is saying to our friend group is not what you're saying to me. She's saying you're basically her savior. You're basically this, making it seem like Drew is making her relationship between Dennis and herself more than what Dennis is explaining, as if Drew is, quote, in love with Dennis or likes Dennis a different way, because that's not what she's saying to our group. She gets upset. She's looking at him. He was like, well, you was around here getting married. I don't know how you don't want me to film. Basically, you was around here having 16 weddings. Me and Drew, we connected. We both have a lot of pain. Like, again, it's the village idiot asking the village whore to have boundaries. I'm not doing it with them. She gets upset, goes to the bathroom, fakes cry to the producer, and said, he's not going to see any of my tears. Girl, why are you crying about Dennis? That's one thing. But once again, Porsha wants to put controls on people she doesn't have. You can move around Atlanta the way you move around, and then really tell the village whore that he can't film. You had a baby with the village whore. Now he is filming or doing something with your cast member, and you don't want him on the show. Girl, fuck you. She says we're supposed to be a family. If you film with her, you know what's going to happen with your daughter. So I don't know if Porsha is one of those women who will use her child as a pawn to get what she wants. If she is that type of woman, it would not surprise me. She is a bitch with no scruples at all. Once again, no rules for Porsha, but everyone else has rules when it comes to Porsha. Why can't I get any loyalty? Girl, shut the fuck up talking to me, getting loyalty. Okay? I don't give a fuck. Now, I did like her little outfits, her little jean outfit she had on. I would have paired it with some sneakers. I don't know what kind of shoes she had on, but it was cute to me. Some heels would have been cute too, but the outfit was cute. I'm not going to even hold you with that. She says we're supposed to be a family. If you film with her, you know what's going to happen with your daughter. So again, I don't know what that's supposed to mean. They go outside, she's crying and this and that, and that's the end. I'm not, like I said, I'm with Drew. I'm not playing this game with Porsha and Dennis. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can get down and fight in the comments about should Drew have told Porsha, should Dennis have, I don't care. I don't. Anyways, take care of each other, protect your energy. Let's get down in the comments. Peace.